Okay, Shanta, how are you?
I'm doing absolutely fine. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well too. Thanks for asking. It's good to see you after a
What's
long
going
time.
on your teaching and everything? How's it going on?
My teaching is going all right now because it's school holiday time, but from Tuesday I'm going to start again.
How are you feeling about it starting again?
Starting after 15 days only. Sometimes it's good to go because when we stay home, we have no routine, nothing, and our life is chaos because we don't eat on the time and we do whatever we want to do. So I think it's good for me if I go to work. So I have actually certain routine I can follow. Otherwise, it's very hard. I'm thinking, okay, I have plenty of time. I can do it later, and later never comes. Yeah. Would you like to say about yourself, about your channel?
Definitely. So I am Shanta. So since 6 months, I'm running my YouTube channel, which is English with Shanta, and I basically post conversations and other stuff related to spoken English. So I
Mm-hmm.
live in South India, Karnataka, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it about me. It
Okay.
feels rather strange, right? We already spoke so much. Let me introduce myself. Yeah.
Okay. So, what is the climate at this moment over there?
It is the average temperature you would take 41, 42.
41 is average. My goodness.
Yeah, it is. It is like you're living in a saucepan. It's
I do understand. How do you live like that? It's very hard to live. It's very hard to understand because here, if we have 38, 35 temperature, it's like a bowling. It's very hard to manage. And if I come during this time to India, I think it will be hard for me to manage
right.
because
I think it is winters there now.
it's winter going to start. Yes. Yes, it's autumn time there, but it's going to finish very soon. So from May it will start.
And summer there is different from the summer here. There it is like scorching heat. Like you cannot step out of the house. Even here it is, but
Yes,
it is a different kind of heat. I don't know how to exactly describe it in words, but it is a different kind of heat. I agree. It is
yes,
42 degrees here and 37, 36 in Australia. Seems the same.
yes.
Usually we stay indoors, so that is how we are managing.
Yeah,
It's
because sun rays are very high here. It's very hard to tolerate actually. And you've been to Melbourne, so you know already. You have some idea about it. Yes,
and hardly it is for 2 months. So
2 months. Okay. So how did you find here? Was it good, or did you make some friend here while you're here?
yes, it almost felt like home. When you live
Yeah.
for so long at a place, like
Yes.
8 years, I remember all the roads and where we used to go for grocery shopping. It is nostalgia. I feel really nice, and I still
Yes.
remember the roads where my house
Yes.
was, where we used to go shopping, where I used to work. Everything is there. I want to once again go and visit everything, which now I feel is practically not possible just for
Yes.
visiting, going all the way there. And the worst part was the travel, 16 to
Yeah.
20 hours, because I need to land in Bangalore, and from there to my city is quite far.
Mm.
A very long journey, and the jet lag for 3 or 4 days.
Yes,
I
it is.
I enjoyed living there, but
Yes.
things when you want to come back to family and stay here, you put
Yeah.
so much effort. Then you think like you have to stay at least a month or two here. After you
Yes.
go back, you're already homesick, nation sick. I don't know. You
Mm.
are you want back to India. Then slowly you get adjusted there. So roller
Yes.
coaster of emotions.
That's true. If I'm not mistaken, you said you been here only for 2 months. Is it right? Or 2 years?
I lived there for 8 years.
8 years. Okay. So that's why I was thinking, how come she still remember all the things in very detail?
2 months I meant to say summer. Summer is there only for 2 months, so that is okay, manageable.
Yes, yes, yes. That's great. So how is your life going now with YouTube?
Yeah. It's quite busy and busy because of the summer vacations. My kids are at home. Otherwise, YouTube is already like 6 to 7 months. I have the experience, and
Yeah.
it was not really hectic for me. Because of this, I do not have a time schedule now.
Mm,
Kids can get hungry whenever they want. They will eat whenever they want. They want
that's
to play
true.
with you all the time.
Yes. So it is summer vacation happening at this moment.
For 2 months they have April and May.
For 2 months, it's hard to manage with kids here at home, especially. I do understand.
But I don't want to send them outdoors.
Yeah. But why? Oh yeah, I do understand because you are in India and it's quite dangerous over there because so a stranger and some things happening. So I do understand. But I know they need outdoor experience as well. So when you want to go along with them, that would be great. Maybe once a day. Here we do it. We try to make sure that children they spend more time outdoor. Otherwise they sit at home and what they do, they just look at internet and they watch TV and games and all other things.
Usually this time sunset, my mom takes them
Yes.
to the park.
Yes.
Have 1.5 hour of play at this time. But they wake up around 10 o'clock in the morning. By the time already the sun is up and it is so
Yeah.
hot. We cannot go out in the day.
Cannot go out.
They go.
Hmm. So how you are entertaining them? Do you do any special for them? Making some special food or some extra plan?
They love watching phone. So it doesn't matter how much I'm trying to entertain them, they are not interested. They
Okay.
want the phone. And if I'm out of the home, they are happy. So as long as they are indoors, phone is the best thing for them. They don't want
Okay.
any other thing. They don't
Yes.
want to play. So
Ah, okay.
it's hard. Especially my son. He's at a stage where you cannot scold him. You cannot.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand. He's
Yeah.
only 5, and
Yes.
he's in that rebellious mood all the time.
Hmm.
My daughter, sometimes we do coloring.
Yes.
She goes to our music class.
Hmm.
It's okay with her.
These days very hard to scold the children. I think we shouldn't do that even, especially here in Australia, because that children they learn from us and they do back to us when they grow up. So they do the same thing. So I think it's not really quite recommended. But yes, sometimes we have to do because as a parents we have responsibility. We need to guide them and we need to suggest them because they are children. They don't have any idea what they are doing. They are doing whether right or wrong, but they just does what they want to do. If they like some activities, they just want to do that more and more over and over again. But they don't realize it is good for them or it is harm for them. So yes, as a parents, we have responsibility. We do guide them, and it is really very quite hard job. I think being a parent, especially when your children they grow up, and it's very hard to tell them don't do this because they have lots of explanations. Yeah. Why are you telling me this? We have to that. What about you? It's not your time. You don't know anything. Yeah. Some things they tell us back. So do you have this experience as well?
Yes, my son especially, he picks up totally whatever we say or whatever his elder sister says.
Yes.
They are in a fight, when they
Yeah.
are having an argument. So whatever we are saying, he picks it up very quickly and he tells the same thing to us,
Yeah.
my parents. So he doesn't differentiate elders or, but you are telling me that. Why can't I tell you that? So
Yeah.
we ask. So it is like showing a mirror to us.
Yes.
So, but sometimes we lose our cool, right?
Yes.
Sometimes it is such a big responsibility that
Yes.
growing up an individual,
Yes.
and making them, I don't know what to make out of them when they grow up, because people
Yeah.
are going to say, look up at their upbringing, how they were brought up, and what
Yes.
kind of beings they are as they grow.
Mm.
Sometimes I get really scared. What all
No,
should I do for them?
Yeah. Yes, I do understand your concern, but I feel like these children they are very smart. They are smarter than us. Actually, they know everything, but they hide because they cannot share everything with us sometimes. So I think they have sense. They know what they are doing, but as I said, because they are still children, they don't really know what is beneficial for them. But actually, they are smarter than us. I believe because when I was at that age, I wasn't have that sense what I'm doing, what will happen in the future, where's my future is going. But these children from their childhood, they know I wanna be doctor, I wanna be scientist, I wanna be this, I wanna be that. So I said, good, they are making their goals. At least.
And so many new professions nowadays, and they have so many resources to learn about it. On the
Yes.
mobile, they see, and all of a sudden they say, I want to be a chef. And we were kids, we never knew what a chef was.
Yes, that's true. And due to social media, they get influenced by social media, and sometimes it's good to watch and learn from it, and sometimes it's very hard because they are children, they don't know actually what they are saying, so we have to keep eye on them. That is very essential, and it is also not good because sometimes children they find it we are very restricted to them, so they just like to go away from us, but we have to make sure how we can balance. As a parents, we have to be their friends and we need to know what is happening in their life. But I know this is really tough job, especially at this time.
It depends on the phase of life which they are, because now I
Yes.
can command over my children, but once they reach teenage, they feel like we are interfering in their lives.
They do.
To their growth, we need to adapt ourselves.
Yes. That's true. I totally agree with you. And it's being a parent is really very hard job, especially at this age nowadays. Because when we were kids, our parents they used to tell us lots of things, and we used to be quiet. But now, if you say one thing to your child will tell you back 100 things. Yeah, why not this, Mama? This is like this. My friend is doing this. His mom not saying anything to him. Why you are telling me this? You don't know. You don't have any. So many explanation they give us. So yes, it's hard to look after and yes,
Especially for you, because there's a lot of cultural differences also.
yes,
So do your kids find it challenging, because kids of their age there, they are culturally different to what Indians are? How are you
yes.
managing that aspect?
So what I do, I make sure that I take part of my community. I go to my community people and I take them to the temple, and also I maintain spirituality at home. I worship every day and I show them by my behavior, okay, they're supposed to behave like that. So yeah, so I do chanting, I do worship, I make sure I maintain my home nicely, I clean my home so they learn. But because I know as a being a teacher, if they have more ears and big eyes, so if you tell something to them they will not listen, but what they see they will learn. So that is the thing. So I know this philosophy, so I'm stick on that philosophy. I try to follow these strategies. So I think that way actually they are not doing really bad because they are spiritual. My children they like to go to the temple and they wear the special kind of dhoti. My son he wears kurta and my daughter sarhanga. Even they are too young, but still they like to do that. So that is really commendable. I appreciate them. They are doing that way. People around here they also say you maintain that your children they are very good. They are angel. I say no. Being a mom is very hard for me. They give hard time to mom, but with other people they are very nice. If you see them, you say, "Hey, my your children they are very good. They are doing very good at study, and look at them the way they are talking. They have manners. They give respect." I know it's very hard because all the challenges for mom only. Because they have freedom when they are with their moms. They know, okay, I can say whatever I want to say to mom, and maybe my expectations are high. That could be the reason, because as you said you are in abroad and how you are maintaining, how you are teaching them, so that's why I'm very careful. I am in abroad, what my children they are learning, I'm teaching them right. So that's why I got some extra tension, or because of the extra tension I think I'm giving them the extra expectations you have to fulfill. Sometimes we say, oh, it is hard to manage with children, but children they say it's very hard to manage with my mom.
Have that kind of complain only with moms. That's
Yes.
even the dad is so strict and they're literally scared of their dads, but they don't say my dad is like this. He's a pain
Yes.
in the neck for me. They don't say that. But for
Yes.
mom, they have all the liberty to tell whatever.
That's true. Actually, it is opposite here because my husband, he's very good with them and he knows that they are good children. But my expectations are high. My husband said, "You are the culprit, not children." I say, "Okay, could be." I accept it. Yes.
How is your channel doing? Because last time we spoke, it was a newborn baby still, right? You weren't uploading anything much. How is
No,
it
no.
now?
At that time, I had no channel actually. And at that time, I was thinking I will not tell anyone I am from Australia. So that's why do you remember I didn't tell you that time? And you said, okay, you came back from your school, but is the time there? Are you in Delhi? I said, my goodness, I have to disclose now. because I disclosed to you and even other YouTuber, because I had my conversation with him before having my YouTube channel. So I told the people, most of the people, they watch these videos. If I hide now I'm not from Australia, they will think why she's lying. So I had to disclose other, because I feel like if I say okay I'm Indian and this and talk to me, then we talk normal. Sometimes people they say, oh, you are from Australia, you will be different than us and this and that. So I don't want this.
So I'm an Indian, but currently I'm living in Australia.
But the way they talk now is different. When I watch the video, when they have conversation with you and other people, I say they are talking normally, and with me they ask so many questions and they don't talk normally.
It happens, right? We treat people who are abroad like NRIs or foreigners.
Yes,
We give
yes.
them a special status, and automatically our behavior towards them changes.
Yes, and because I am in Australia, so I do miss my culture, I do miss my family and all these things. So I thought, okay, YouTube is a great platform. I can connect to the people all over the world. I can know about them, and I have some idea. If they want to know something about me, I can teach them. So I thought, okay, I just have a channel, and that way I can just utilize my time.
So you're talking basically to Indians only?
Oh, no. I talked to an American native speaker and also an Australian lady and one guy from Oman, and I spoke to some Pakistani, also Bangladeshi, Sri Lanka, so many, and someone from Saudi Arabia.
It's so nice, right? Sitting at your home, you're able to talk to people from countries.
But here, in Melbourne, we have people around the world too.
Yeah. That's
So,
what I
yeah.
asked you. Did you feel racism? Did you experience racism in Australia? So I said, come to Australia. You will not find native Australians there. You will find people from all.
People around the world, that's true. And especially because when I have session, like I'm connecting with you now, I can ask lots of questions, but maybe I see you in the market or outside somewhere else, I will not ask those questions I'm asking at this moment to you. So this is the reason. So when I connect with the people from around the world through my YouTube channel, I have opportunity to ask so many questions because we are connected. So but if I see those people outside, I cannot ask something.
Also, we ask each other so much.
Yes.
Meant for speaking alone, but when you meet others outside, you can ask, can you tell me a little?
Because you are devoted your 15-minute, 20-minute to me. I devoted my 20-15 minute to you. So we can ask a question, whatever we have in our mind. But when we see someone outside, they are not devoted their time to me. They are in the market, they are at the shopping center. So I cannot ask, okay, excuse me, can you tell me something about you yourself? This cannot be happen here.
When you moved to Australia, did you face any kind of racism? Because of course.
I never ever faced, but I was so busy in myself, my family, and I was focusing on how to develop my skills and all these things. I never ever gave a thought about that even. I never ever felt. I think it's okay. So yeah, I never faced.
You were asking something and I cut you.
I forgot. Sometimes when we thinking, oh, they are racist, and we talk to, if you're talking to me, if I think, oh, she's racist, so the way I will talk to you, that would be the different, and you will realize. Yes, and that's why this has happened. But when I talk to people, I just talk generally. I don't just differentiate, okay, she's from Australia, she's from this is from that country. So that way they treat equally with me. And here, especially in Australia, we treat everyone equally regardless of their cultural background, language and social status. So we have to actually, if they do this, because I am a teacher here, I can raise my voice. Excuse me, you can't do this, otherwise I can complain.
That is a very important point. Social status that happens a lot in India.
Yeah.
We don't respect people who are in lower job profiles.
Yeah.
Actually, that is a very bad behavior in India.
That's true.
Who are in a higher position.
Yeah.
They almost, people in lower positions are invisible to them.
Yes.
That is very sad. But in Australia, you respect the person who comes to chop your vegetables or clean your houses. With utmost respect, they call us by names, and even they are used to that kind of behavior. We are all equal.
That's true. I just give respect to the people if they are nice. Does not matter if they have some high status or they have some high job profile. I just connect to the people if they are being nice with me and I understand. Okay, this person is nice to talk with, so I talk. If I feel that person is feel very proud of his or her status, I don't like to talk to those people. Does not matter whether they are belongs to wherever. So yes. Any question would you like to ask?
No questions as such. We just had a general conversation and we were able to talk this much.
Yeah, it is very nice meeting you again, and I do remember when I had conversation with you that time. I do remember even the things what I told you, and you were asking the question. So that's why, yeah, one of my friends said, okay, you are from Australia and this and that. I say I did not want to tell this. I did not want to disclose this, but I had to because she said, okay, I will watch Shanta's video where you were talking to her. I said you can go and watch the video. It's in her channel. So yes.
That was also a very nice conversation.
It was very nice, yes, innocent conversation.
Even you were new to conversations at that time, a lot more confident and involved in it. But earlier in the first session, you were a bit conscious, I think, because you were not very much used to talking at that time.
Yes, I was just saying whatever is coming in my mind and say, okay, just say that. I'm just having conversation. I wasn't focusing, okay, I'm in front of camera and people, they gonna watch me. But now I am aware, oh, people, they gonna watch me. I have to behave nicely. I have to behave certain way. But I, especially because you cannot hide your personality, still I just say whatever coming in my mind. Yes.
Yeah, same here. I never think of people are going to watch me and then speak because that thoughts you will get a different kind of thoughts and you become reserved and you cannot speak your mind out. When you're not conscious about it, you can have a free flowing conversation.
That's true. I just say straight away what's coming in my mind, and that way I am very clear what I'm saying and how I am connecting with other people. Okay, Shanta, anything else?
I think we'll wrap it up here today. We can sometime again.
Yeah, thanks for giving time, and I really am very grateful you coming to my channel and you talking with me. And I think I messaged you and you still remember that. I was thinking she would be very busy because she has a big channel now. People, they approach her and all this. I thought she won't get time, but especially you take time out of your busy schedule. So I am very grateful. Thank you so much, and yes, bye for now.
Thank you. Always a pleasure talking to you. Take care and good luck.
Yeah, bye-bye. Thanks.